y'all wanna hop in the game and do the same, selling tickets to your favorite name. Join our trade. Ticket resellers investing in building every day. Join our
We have the easiest way to make money online. As you see over here, there's no MLM, no pyramid scheme, no ads or marketing required, no selling tickets in the streets, and you don't need any labor costs to scale up.
Hey, if you're interested in scaling your ticket business or your business into the millions, like I've done, selling tickets strictly online, 100% online, you'll never catch me out in the streets. Go to thetickettrap.com again.
All right, cool. You think DJ Envy should be arrested, man, for that? A lot of people thinking he should be arrested. I don't know if you've seen it, but the guy Cesar Pina got hit up with some new charges. You know, since
nah, I seen old boy putting something up. I didn't know if it was old or new.
No, it's a new thing. It's new. It's like because he went to court recently for it. They added some more charges to the original, like I think money laundering, like drug stuff. They added to that. But a lot of people want to see Envy go down. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, bro. It's just hard to think that he didn't.
Yeah.
But the feds are not, as of right now, coming after him. So I think if he did have something to do with it, they would have locked his ass up too and indicted him too.
Yeah, because I don't think that he's protected in any way by any type of law. I mean, we see people that get locked up all the time and they've been locked up for less evidence and things like that. So if they had something that would stick on Envy to put him behind bars, they would. I'm not going to sit back and say he deserves to go to jail. I think that he deserves responsibility in bringing us Cesar Pina. Point blank, period. I've said it when this first happened. I always say it. And that's my biggest issue, that it doesn't seem like he's apologetic at all when it comes to introducing us to this entire thing in general. He introduced us to the real estate conventions. He was out there front and center promoting these things from area to area and having people put out their money to see these credit people and these housing people and Cesar. And he stood side by side with him and said we were partners. He'd be in the house talking about these flips. He'd be heavy about it. So you may not have known the dirty secrets going on behind the scenes, but I don't think that that should be ignored. That should be, you should be held responsible for having a little bit of a lack of making sure you took care of your business. There were some things that you allowed to happen behind your nose that you weren't aware of, and that's just not cool when you're putting your name on something. So do I think that he deserves some accountability? Do I think that we need to hear a public apology like, yo, I'm sorry that I ushered in people potentially losing their money by introducing them to this dude? 100%. And that's what bothers me that he hasn't done. But if they don't have anything on him criminally, if they're looking behind the scenes and they're saying that Cesar Pina and whoever else had their hand on it and it wasn't Envy, then he shouldn't go to jail. But he definitely deserves some type of accountability, man. And he hasn't done that yet.
And people, when I did a little video on it, people was like, oh, why would you trust somebody because they're on the radio? The point I was trying to make was that we felt when Envy brought him to us, it was a certain level of trust.
Yeah.
So we're not thinking that DJ Envy, you know, the Breakfast Club, the biggest podcast, will bring us some fucking scammer.
Right.
You feeling like, all right, this dude is established. He's doing his thing. He's good in business. He ain't gonna partner up. The last thing you think is he's gonna partner up with a scammer. We went to the seminar. It was decent. You know, we see all this stuff happening. We thinking, okay, this is legit as hell. Like, okay, this man is killing. I done bought the man's book. I read his book. We done interviewed the man. Not 1 second did we think that something fugazi. I made an analogy with Umar Johnson.
Good analogy.
Yeah, they bring Umar Johnson on. People now feel like, okay, cool. Like, oh, this is a nice little, you know what I mean, collab. Okay, Umar Johnson's legit. He with them? Okay. Same thing with the EYL. Somebody going EYL. I know their reputation now is a little destroyed for some of the people that went on their platform. You know what I mean? But it's a responsibility. And like, I feel the same way about you. DJ Envy's not saying, look, man, dang, my bad. I didn't do my due diligence. And you cannot tell me he was not getting DMs, phone calls, emails. He had to be getting that stuff like, yo, my money, where's my money at, bro? I gave your man this. Come on, man. This is the day of the internet. So that's the part I'm looking at a little skeptical. And I said that he was guilty of not doing his due diligence about his partner, who he was dealing with. That's what he's guilty of. Maybe he wasn't in on the scams and shit like that. Like some people try to make him, but you ain't know who he was dealing with, bro. So in the court of public opinion, you're guilty as hell, but maybe not. The feds maybe don't see it that way.
Right.
That's all I was saying. I'm not saying, oh, how would you believe a DJ? Nah, it's bigger than believing a DJ. It's
Right.
DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club. That's
Right.
like Charlamagne on the, you know what I mean? We ain't expecting to bring us a scammer.
Right. Because they were supposed to have a certain different level of respectability and accountability sitting on the platform that they sat on. Even us on
Right.
our platform, we feel a level of responsibility to bring you guys people that are going to tell the truth, that are going to be honest. And if they're not, we're going to ask questions to kind of contradict or go against what they're saying in effort to find the truth, right? We don't know whether or not you're telling the truth. We're going to ask questions and you guys are going to decipher for yourself whether or not they're true. If we ever bring you any type of advertisement, anybody that's selling something on there, we're not trying to give you snake oil salesmen and people out here trying to scam you. If in the event we found out, we're going to sit on this platform and apologize and let y'all know what's real. And that's all that he had to do, because Breakfast Club is bigger than us and bigger than other platforms. They're sitting there and they're nationally syndicated and listened to all over the world. So he has a responsibility to be honest and be forthcoming to his people. And he's guilty of that. And if you want to criticize him for that, then so be it. But why wouldn't we believe that he's running a real estate seminar with somebody who's legitimate? We're not saying the methods are going to work, but why wouldn't we go see it for ourselves if he's promoting it? And we did, and we watched and we looked, and luckily we didn't get scammed, but some people did. And they got scammed because they listened to DJ Envy. They looked at his platform, looked at his prowess, and this is why we watch commercials and shit. When you watch a commercial, do you trust the Hollywood producers who created the movie or the TV show you're watching? No, but you trust them damn advertisements that you're watching them in between. No different. You know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate that it went down like that. He doesn't give me the type of DNA that's going to stand 10 toes down and apologize. He's going to seem like he's going to run around it the whole time. And for that, that's a sucker ass move. But I don't want to see him in jail if he didn't do anything wrong.
But remember, even he had mayors standing behind him. Mayors, where we was at, the mayor brought this man, like facilitated, was there at the event, walking around the city with him, talking about the properties that could be brought. So this goes deep. This ain't like this, you know what I mean? And yeah, we witnessed it all. And I'm glad we didn't put no money, because I would have easily, bro.
It's close.
And a lot of people have done it just because of DJ Envy. Because they feel like, all right, you feel like your money's safe. You feel like, just like the Umar John, you feel like, all right, look, if DJ Envy is dealing with him, and this platform's built up trust over the years, I know damn well my money's good here. That's what you're thinking.
Right. Because they had to do their research, right? They wouldn't bring somebody on here that was wrong, right? No, they would. Now we know. Now we know. Now, if you were to believe something that came out their mouth, you may be a little fishy. But you got to let them prove that before you do. And he proved it. They don't do their due diligence up there. So watch everything.
And one other thing, people, with the premiere video we did, people was like, how come y'all ain't tell him? They're trying to think he was Jay-Z's son. I'm like, did we tell him that?
Kinda. I mean, respectfully, we ain't look him in his face and say, you're not Jay-Z's son. But we were sitting there asking the questions around, why do you think your mom? Why do you think this? Why do you think that? We gave him that vibe. We was always honest with him, but my bad to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
It's just some people always got something to fucking say, man.
Yeah, that's true.
And you, of course, somebody typing a comment could do an interview better and do this or do that. Don't just look at a headline. Don't look at the first 3 minutes of an interview. We got over damn near 2 hours of content with this brother. Listen to it all before you go ahead and base judgment. Because I guarantee you them people in the comments didn't listen to every conversation we had. And they out there. Got to do your job and listen.
Yeah, that's a good point. And we tried to get too close to as the truth as we could.
Right.
Without just saying that's disrespectful. Say, I don't think you Jay-Z's son.
It's crazy.
That's like, why would you want to, if you want like a shock jock moment or something to put up, oh, blogger confronts Jay-Z, you know what I mean? We ain't looking for that shit like that.
And we don't know either. We don't fucking know.
Right.
No, we have our assumptions like everybody else, and we can make our honest assumptions. But if he is Jay-Z's son, he is. I ain't gonna be mad if he ain't. Just don't think that he is. But if he is, shit, go get what you deserve, brother. Like, period.
Yep, definitely. Okay. But yeah, man, that's all I got on my end. I just wanted to.
Yeah, man, good conversation, brother.
Hell yeah, almost 40 minutes. That's dope. But yeah, I appreciate y'all listening in. As you know, we just knocked out 2 podcasts today, so for sure.
Yeah, man, we may have an interview on Friday as well. Hold on, let me end this joint real quick.
All right.